What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of AC Designs the Garage. On today's episode, we're going to see if we can get my 1966 VW Bug running. It's been sitting for about 5 years, so see if we can make it happen. Coming up. Alright, we got to clear a few things out of the way. This is my 1966 boat we call John Boy. We're going to get him out of the way. We might do some future videos on him if y'all want to see it, but here we go. Alright, let me give you a little rundown of my 1966 VW Beetle. It was bought new in 1966 in Charlotte, North Carolina at Keffer Volkswagen. As for suspension, it has a 6-inch narrow KCW beam on the front, so it tucks the wheels in nicely. I mean, you get here. It's got, I think they're Monroe Max Air shocks on it. I guess you can consider it air ride. It's got air shocks all the way around, drop spindles, drop spring plates in the rear. It's got the original 1300, and I don't think it's been done to it. It's got an empty exhaust, and it's been converted to 12 volt. See if I can get this. Light's messing me up. The tires are 135/15s on the front with porta walls, which I might change those. Those are all dry rotted and with stock wheels, and on the rear it's a 165/15 with porta walls. For the inside, it's just all OG stock. Got an empty shifter. There's my air tank that I airbrushed. You really can't see, it's got a rat fink on it. I done realistic fire and stuff. Those are my, so I can get it focused, 3/8 electric valves. And I'm gonna guess that all these tires are flat on the bottom, at least. I hope they're gonna hold air. We'll see. Yeah, we'll give her a little bit more. The tires are pretty rotten. Oh, porta walls are looking kind of rough. Alright, now we're going to try to put a little air in the air tank so it don't have to, the compressors on the air ride will have to run forever because everything's completely dry out of air. So I'm going to try to take the old air chuck. It's got a valve on it with a gauge. The compressor's pumping up to about 150 psi, so we're probably going to get around 100 because that's where I got my regulator set down in the shop. So we're going to do that so it don't have to build up so long. Alright, now we're going to pop the hood, trunk, whatever you want to call it. Volkswagen guys call them the trunk. Everybody else calls them the hood, but I'm kind of an everybody else person. I'm hoping none of the fuel lines are clogged, because this, I think I run it pretty dry when we parked it. Yeah, this thing, I didn't do this wiring on this car, just so you know. This thing is a wiring nightmare. It's just chewed all up and stuff. Right here is where the old push water goes in here. And she's bone dry. And try to use ethanol-free gas if you can, because that stuff ruins the carburetors and the fuel system and everything. So if you can, use ethanol-free. Alright, I'm gonna go grab me a battery right now and see if we can get her charged up and see if we can light some fires and kick some tires. Had to steal the battery out of my other truck. I hope it's good. I think I'm gonna have to throw some jumpers on it. Alright, while I'm letting the battery charge up, I'm going to take a little bit of this gas and pour in this cup so I can trickle it in the carb a little bit. Since the whole system's dry, we can see if we can pump it up faster so I don't have to keep turning the motor over and over and over. Just be careful, don't dump a lot of this in there, because if it backfires, it makes big fire come out. So we're going to put a little push water in this cup and trickle in the carb. That ought to do her. Alright guys, while I got the battery charging up, I'm going to check the air ride out and see how everything works. So we're going to get her set up here and see if she'll lift up. This thing don't lift too much because it's not a bag, it's just air shock. It'll come up 2 or 3 inches, which is all I need to drive down the road anyway. So let's see if she works. Alright, let's find the magic key. There she is. See if it'll work. Man, I gotta get rid of these cobwebs and stuff in here. She's looking rough. I have to do a video next week on cleaning this thing back up and make her look proper again. See if the compressor kicks on. Yep. Alright. We'll let that build up and try her here in a minute. Alright, here's my switches under the dash. This is up for the front. I push forward, up for the front. And I push forward or back for the back to come up. Then this side's my dump side. Front dump, rear dump. And that's how she works. Let's watch her work on the outside. Yeah, I told you she don't move much, but we don't need to move much. I like to drive this car around probably front beams maybe 2 inches off the ground. That's about as high as I like to ride anyway. It builds up enough pressure. Sometimes you can get 3 inches out of it, but it's not a whole lot, but it works for me. Let me get her focus here. It actually looks pretty good. So we should be good. Try to fire this thing. Fingers crossed this thing fires up with no glitches and make us a good video out of this. Well, I just wanted to give her a try before we put a little bit of go fuel down in the carburetor. So I guess we're gonna go back to the dump zone and see if we can get her going. All right, what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna take the air cleaner stuff off and just drip a little bit of fuel down the carburetor so we can get it primed. By the time the fuel pump picks up and gets the fuel from the tank at the front to the back, we should be good. But I'm gonna put a little bit in there and see if we can get her going. This is the old original oil bath air cleaner stuff. I still rock the old school stuff. All right, let's try that. We getting close. Ooh, might got a little much in that. Well, that's something. We got a little bit going. Maybe we'll see if we can get her pumped up good and going. Can't wait to drive this thing. It's been 5 years. We ready to ride now. After 5 years, she done fired up. Purring like a kitten. Old Volkswagens never die. Don't take much to get them running. Although I do think we're going to do a little bit of tune-up on this one. Probably new plugs and wires probably wouldn't be a bad idea. What do you guys think? Yeah. I think one of my brake drums are stuck because she's stuck tight. She won't move back or forward. I'm gonna try her one more time to break these brakes loose and see if we can get this thing going. I want you to see this thing going down to at least the driveway anyway. Get her shut down a little bit, see if we can drive this monkey. Can't see out the windshield too good. I can't see nothing. Hey, we got brakes too. First time driving. See if it'll stop. Oh, she stops good. Heck yeah. Rolling like a top. Let's try forward once more. First gear. Cruising. Brakes are a little touchy. I'm gonna go back up one more again. Alright now. Man, that thing looks like it come out of a junkyard. I'd have been ashamed of myself, but at least I got it going again. She's purring like a kitten. Alright guys, hope y'all enjoyed this fire of my little 1966 VW Beetle. Hope you got a kick out of it. I'm pretty stoked that it's up and running after about 5 years, but keep along, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button, thumbs up, all that good jazz, and I'm going to do a lot more stuff to this car and make a lot more content on it. So if you like seeing this type stuff, come along for a ride. God bless. We out.